Hola.
Dude, look, we've talked about this for a long time, and it happened. It finally happened. It was impromptu, but it happened, and it was worth it.
I went to the Grand Canyon.
Finally, you were able to make it to the Grand Canyon. We hear a little bit about that trip. It's too bad we didn't have this interview last week because we could have gotten better details when it was like fresh, hot off your mind.
Yeah.
But a lot of cool things that you did at the Grand Canyon involving guns.
Oh, yeah. Lots of it.
I went to Coronado Island this past weekend. That was pretty fun.
Yep.
And Jay's telling us. But the thing we're going to tease you, and it's going to come on the latter portion of this podcast and is worth listening to
what?
Dude, are you serious right now?
Donald Trump?
No. Somebody better than Doc R Haldeman comes on.
Oh, wait.
My wife, your mom.
Wait, she is Doc R Haldeman.
Yeah, she came and joined us. She was on our podcast.
Yeah.
Special guest.
Yeah, I know.
The third special guest we've had.
Wait.
She's special.
Fourth. Grandma, Aubrey, Ralph.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ralph wasn't special. He was just a guest.
Oh, silly.
But anyway, listen in. And look, I apologize in advance. We do get a little political on you here.
Yep. So, goodbye.
And Brandon.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah! Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon. All right. When you hit record and it doesn't start recording.
And they're like, oh yeah.
We have been on some adventures, and we have not talked since those adventures have happened, and we need to come back together and hear about these adventures.
So this is an adventurous podcast. Yep.
This podcast reviews adventures.
Yeah, and nothing else.
Definitely not movies.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the movies you saw this past weekend?
Yeah. So I watched Beetlejuice.
The first one.
The first one. And so
how'd you like it?
It was pretty good. You know, I was like, yeah, it's an okay movie. I'd probably give it a B. Like, you know, maybe like a B.5.
Okay.
And then I watched the second one, Beetlejuice.
Now we're hoes, just like that. He's in our house.
Yeah. But it was actually like super good. I enjoyed it a lot.
So if you went and saw the second one without seeing the first one, would it have made sense?
I don't think as much.
So you need to watch the first one before you do the second? Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay, I need to go check it out. You went with Grandma Joy. She took you.
Yeah.
I was on one of my adventures, so I wasn't able to go see it.
So should I talk about my...
So which theater did you go to?
We went to just the Suncoast one. It's also Cinemark.
Cinemark?
Yeah.
I wonder if Grandma Joyce has the Cinemark pass.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't? She should have told me because I could have saved her a lot of money from processing and online fees. I could have ordered you guys concessions ahead of time so they could actually be delivered to you at your seat.
And in the beginning, watch this ad and it's like, don't miss the big moment. And he's like, wait, what?
I hate that ad.
Yeah.
Like, I like the product. That ad, this guy walks in, a big moment in the movie happened. He misses it, and then he sits down next to this guy and goes, "Can you believe that?"
He's like, "No."
It's like, yeah, that's it. No, you didn't see it. What he should have said is, like, "What did I miss?"
Yeah.
Like, don't pretend like, "No, I can't believe it."
No, you can't believe you missed it.
What I can't believe is they keep playing that ad. That's the thing I can't believe.
It's just to get in your head, Dad. To get into your head.
I'm surprised Grandma Joyce is not a member of the Cinemark. I mean, she's of the age that has time to go to movies.
Instead of, bringing Grandma down, I think we should be praising her right now. She
took time out of her schedule, out of her life, to sit on you babies.
Yeah, she played with us. She watched the football game with us. She
took you guys to movies and restaurants and So and maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's her birthday present is going to be, hey, here's a year of Cinemark pass or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Cinemark is calling us up and just giving us free stuff all the time.
Yeah, just like T-shirts
and free passes.
Cats in the Cradle times Cinemark.
All right, so tell us about your Grand Canyon trip.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, yeah, I do know what you're talking about. So I went to the Grand Canyon, and it was awesome.
Pretty big hole in the wall, or hole in the earth.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, we had a fun time. We shot guns, killed some squirrels.
Now, typically, we don't condone just violence. So was there a purpose? Did you eat these squirrels?
We ate them, yeah.
You actually did eat them, which is crazy.
It wasn't that bad. Like, my part, the only bad part of my part was it was a little burnt, and everybody else was like, oh, I'm never going to eat that again. I was like, not too bad.
You sound like Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
Hey, Clark, if you're not going to finish that squirrel, I wouldn't mind having a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that's it? That's all we get? You shot some squirrels, that's it?
Well, that was the best part. We hiked a little bit in the Grand Canyon. I'm trying to think.
Would you go back?
I would,
How would you rank that canyon?
100. The canyon, not too good. The trip, very good.
So it's the Grand Canyon. Are there other canyons you've been to that are better?
Nope.
So it's the grandest canyon you've been to?
Yeah. Yeah, have I ever been to another canyon?
Well, I mean, yeah, we've been to Kyle Canyon, which is right up the road.
Kyle.
There's the mountains, like Mount Charleston.
I don't know Kyle.
But you've been to his canyon. We've been to Lovell Canyon, another place where we've gone camping before.
Huh. Yeah, I guess it's the grandest canyon.
I'm thinking, I don't like technically, when we went river rafting in Wyoming, that's probably in a canyon.
Yeah. But, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, there's this house that they built last time they were there, and so it's kind of like
house,
like a
fort, like a lean-to.
I'm telling you, so a tree fell down, okay, and there's a log that it landed on, okay, so it's at a
45-degree angle.
Yeah, okay, and so they cut down a bunch of trees, put them up against it, and they put leaves all over it, so it's like a little
it's a lean-to fort.
Yeah, and so we get there and we should expand it. So we expand it, the part a little bit, but then it goes off into some trees. And so it basically, at the end, we had this big room where you could sit down onto these benches, and then you walk in, and then there's the sleeping area.
Did you have any electricity?
Yeah, we had a TV there.
Oh, jeez.
And a sink too.
Oh man,
and
toilets.
Yeah, toilets.
Running water.
Yeah, we had this faucet with clean water, and we met some animals. We met a bear. The bear was really nice to us. Gave him some berries and caught us a couple of fish.
Dude, I saw this reel. Maybe I'll share it on the gram. I've been bad at posting on our Instagram page lately.
Oh my!
So there's this lady. And she's filming through her back. She's in the kitchen, and they have a door to go to the backyard, and there is a straight up cougar.
No way.
In their backyard, and they have a little girl. She sounds like she's 3 years old or something like that. No idea how she is. But the little girl's like, "Mom, what's that?" And the mom goes, "That's a cougar."
And she's like,
that's weird that cougars are real things. How are they even real things? And she's like, don't look. The cougar just ate Oreo, which is their cat. Yeah. And you see their dead cat behind there.
And then they see the cougar moving the cat around. And she's like, I didn't even want to watch.
That's crazy. So what would you, if that was you, if you were in that situation, what would you do?
Get a gun.
Yeah. Do you open the door and shoot it? Do you
shoot through the door? You
put a hole in the glass and...
Maybe I think so if it's in our backyard,
yeah,
I'd probably climb out the Lego room window, get on the roof, kind of look under, boom, shoot it.
Is that the best thing, or do you call animal control?
Yeah, I'd probably try to shoot it first, and then call.
I think I would open the window, and shoot out the screen.
Oh yeah, I'd
That's probably
do that.
That's what I would probably do.
It'd probably come up at the screen though. Try to.
That's okay. I got a gun.
Papa.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you were telling me something. I'm trying to. Last week you were telling me some story about I think that involved soda. I can't remember. You had me and Addison laughing. We were talking to her. And you were telling me this, and I was like, oh, I got to remember this for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I had no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't?
No.
There was something that was funny. I think it was when you guys were eating the squirrels, and I don't know, maybe it'll come back to you because it was your story. You lived it.
What?
There was something funny that happened that you did when you were there. You got to remember.
Oh, yes, I remember. Okay, so I was shooting the squirrel, oh, this might not be it, but the squirrel runs up the tree, okay? So I'm like, okay, I got a good shot. Boom, miss once, miss twice, okay? And then I hit it, okay? And then it's still alive, so I shoot it again. So right now I've shot
4 times,
5 times. 4 times, okay? And then it's dead now, but it falls down, lands on a branch, and it's not falling. So I shoot it again, okay? Falls down, lands on another branch, and then I shoot it again, and it finally falls down, and then, yeah.
So did you have any meat at that point in time, or did you just shoot all the way?
I don't know. I might have, shot the tree, and then it, fell down.
Shook it up a little bit.
Yeah, but it was, its intestines were literally, just poop.
Well, yeah, what do you think is in
all
your intestines?
Poop. No. I was watching them gut the other squirrel, and I saw some poop.
See?
It was like majority of its body.
So your squirrel was constipated.
Yeah.
He needed acupuncture.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have issues, you can go to Doc R Haldeman. She helps with that. Acupuncture can help you with constipation.
And you can find her at 702.
258-7860. Yeah, there you go. 702-258-7860. I keep talking. We got to have Renee on this podcast, just because there's a lot of questions that I want to ask her that she can memorialize here. Because we talk to people all the time, and they don't know what it is, what you do it for, all this stuff. So
first off,
we got to promote
how.
That. Yeah, or why? Why did you get into this? You know, and how does it work? And then what can you use it for? But we'll have her on here. She's having a lot of success with a lot of her patients, and so
you could be one of them.
You could be,
and make sure to mention the podcast.
Please mention the podcast.
Yeah,
we need to make our funder real happy with what we're doing here.
Yeah. Let's talk about your trip.
So I went to Renee and I. We were down at Coronado Island, which is just off of San Diego.
Wait, what? It's an island?
Well, so yeah, it's an island. And so there's a big bridge, you kind of go there. But as we were driving there, so we drive through San Diego, and I was just appalled at the massive number of campers that they have in downtown San Diego.
Permanent campers?
Permanent campers. Yeah, I don't think they were. I mean, just there was so many homeless people in the downtown area.
Why?
And it was. At one point, it was probably 4:00, 3:30 in the afternoon. So a school had just gotten out.
Yeah.
And you see all these little kids walking by, and there's just a ton of these homeless people around. And, I don't know. They look like they're drugged out. Some of them look like they're okay, maybe just on a hard time. But a lot of them, I would be really concerned if that was you. Even that you're this big, strong young man, I'd be concerned with you walking home in that situation.
You'd probably give me a gun and a switchblade.
So I wouldn't give you either of those. I really wouldn't. But I would just be like, man, just seems dangerous walking down there.
You'd probably give me a grenade and a gun and a switchblade.
It gets to the point, I don't know if I want to go back to San Diego. Coronado didn't have any of these problems.
Oh.
Maybe it's because it's an island and you have to go over this huge bridge to get there, and it's there's no pedestrians allowed. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just run their city a little bit differently. I really don't know. But it was, anyway, we ate a lot of really good food. I got to do a shout out. There's a place called Joe's Italian Ice.
Oh, I love that place.
So if you find yourself near Disneyland.
Wait, that Coronado is in Disneyland?
No, we went up and visited my Uncle Jay, hung out with him for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And so we found ourselves by Newport Beach, and so I said to Renee, we just got done eating dinner. We were both kind of full, and I said, hey, we're about 5-10 minutes away from Joe's Italian Ice. Should we go? And she, not even a hesitation, yep.
What?
And so, yeah, I know, and here's the part that's terrible, is we were doing a no sweets challenge this month.
Oh, my.
Yeah, we cheated on that one. Yeah. But you would have done the same thing.
And I also kind of cheated down here, too.
Oh, did you? What'd you have?
Well,
Jason's Deli, did you have ice cream?
Yeah, there's a picture. And at Chick-fil-A, I had frosted lemonade.
Yeah, you cheaters. You dang cheaters. At least I had a reason for mine. How often do I get Joe's Italian Ice? Next to never.
How often do I get Chick-fil-A? Next to always.
Whenever you want. But anyway, so it was a good time. It's always good to get out, hang out with Renee. Even just driving in the car with Renee is fun. It's just talking, chit-chatting. So here's my 2 cents. So you're not married. Wait, are you married?
Nope.
Okay. Any girls in your eye?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Any girls, they're like, hey, Johnny?
Nope.
All right. Not that you're aware of, at least.
Yeah.
So look, when you get married, you have to make time for your spouse. And so weekly dates, that's important. Just talking to each other at night, that's important. But one of the things that I strongly recommend is at least once or twice a year, you got to get out, just the two of you, and have that reconnection time with no kids where you can just have fun and bond and enjoy each other's company.
I'm there with you.
And look, sometimes it can be fancy. Like we've done fancy ones, like we've gone to Hawaii together. But it's not,
what?
Yeah, we went to Hawaii probably 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You didn't come, but there's other times where it's like, hey, we're just going to go out of town. It's like an hour or 2 hour away drive. And
wait, was this really a business trip?
So so Thursday was mainly driving. Then we went to dinner with my coworkers and people that are on the board. Then Friday I was in meetings all day.
Yeah.
And then we had another dinner on Friday night with them. And then Saturday was kind of our day to do whatever we wanted.
Nice.
So we did yoga and in a yoga class in a minute. So it was good to go do some yoga. We went on a walk. It was kind of fun. We were on this walk and we walked past this park and there was like all these kids soccer leagues going on.
Yeah, and you decided to run in and steal the ball.
I went in there. I kicked that ball as far as I could.
It's like, I don't think you can.
I scored so many goals on that kid. She was 5 years old. She didn't even know it hit her. Well,
yeah,
probably because the ball hit her in the face or she had a concussion. But
yeah, she's like, she bet $5 on it that she could score more goals than you.
But yeah, no, it was just cute. So I asked Renee this question. I was like, all right, if you could go back in time, right? So we're old. We're like mid-40s now.
What?
I said, if you go back in time and you could talk to 28-year-old Renee, what would you tell her? Because life was crazy. Maybe 20, maybe not 28. Let's see. Because I'm trying to think when David was like 5.
I was 1.
So he was playing soccer. You were 1. Aubrey was playing soccer. Addie was playing soccer.
Yeah.
There was one Saturday. We had 3 games at 8 a.m. at 3 different parks.
What?
Yeah, and it was just like, all right, Grandma, we need help. Can you help take David or whichever kid to the soccer?
Yeah.
Because I was helping coach Addison's, so who knows who took who where. But the thing Renee said, like her retrospective, let me go back in time and look, was like, stop worrying about everything and just enjoy the journey. That was her advice to herself.
Nice.
That's not bad advice.
If I was going to go back 28 years, I'd probably be like, you're living the dream right now.
You're living the dream. Life is good. Keep doing it. We were talking about things to do for Christmas.
I actually was thinking about that.
What were you thinking?
I was just thinking,
Okay, would you rather, let's do a would you rather. Would you rather go on an awesome vacation?
Yeah.
Or would you rather have just like your normal Christmas here at home where you get gifts? And the awesome vacation means that instead of getting whatever gifts you normally get, you maybe get one.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you. That's the would you rather.
I think maybe. Well, depend. What's the awesome trip?
Let's say it's Costa Rica. You're going to the jungle. You're doing zip lining. You're going to the beach, horseback riding, ATV tours.
Why are we touring ATV? Okay, I probably do.
This is the transmission. Yeah. Now, if you see here, this is the carburetor.
Yeah.
This is a great tour.
I'd probably do the first one.
Which one's the first one?
Do
you want a trip or do you want presents?
Presents.
You want presents?
Yeah.
God, you guys stink, man.
What would you rather go on the trip?
Yeah, to me, like, here's the part that stinks about you kids, and this is maybe I shouldn't share this but like when it's birthday time, when it's Christmas time, we ask like, hey, what do you guys want? A lot of times you're like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Like, you're not spoiled, but like we got a billion Legos upstairs.
Yeah.
We got. I mean, most of your gifts end up being clothes anyway, so it's like, who cares about that? It's just stuff, right? And so. Yeah. I'm at the point right now, I want to create as many memories and experiences as we can. And so I'm all about experiential gifts. Like, to me, don't buy me anything, but I would rather go and do things with you or with other people.
So the reason I say no probably is because I would rather go on a flying cruise.
A flying cruise? I don't know what that means.
It's like a cruise ship boat, with rocket boosters and like plane wings, and it flies.
I think Elon Musk is working on that, but his is more of a rocket ship. Like, It's not commercial travel. It's more like he's going to fly us to another planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Do you think NASA's working on something like that too?
I'll tell you what, if they are, here's what's interesting. So you talk NASA. So you got Elon Musk with SpaceX, and then you got NASA.
Yeah.
SpaceX's technology is far superior than NASA's and significantly cheaper.
What?
Yeah, like Elon Musk could send people up to the space station and back for like a fraction, for like 20% of the price of what NASA can do it.
What? Why? How?
It's what happens when you get the government involved. Is there is a significant amount of waste, and they can't get out of their own way, and they do stupid things, and they spend a lot of money.
Oh.
I mean, do you want me to get on a horse, or should I not get on this horse?
No.
All right, we're not going to get on the horse. You're not going to hear the soapbox about the waste, hundreds of billions of dollars of just wasted spending.
You know that the government is like trillions of dollars in debt?
Yeah, like 35 trillion. Wait, here's what's stupid. You got me on this horse, dude. You can't get me off now.
Wait.
I'm on the horse. Here's what's dumb. So if I make money, right? Let's just pretend I make $100.
No way.
Right? It's a good year. It's a really good year. So I can't go and spend $150, right? I can spend $100.
Yeah.
Because that's what I have made. Now, sure, there's tools of debt. Like I could get a credit card or I could get a loan from a bank so that I could spend more money. But I have to have an ability to pay that money back within a reasonable period of time.
Yeah.
The government just continues to spend and spend and spend with no thought ever of really paying it back. And so they do have to service their debt. They have to pay it back. But it's the dumbest thing. What they should do, everyone's talking about, we need corporations to pay their fair share, or billionaires need to pay their fair share. How about this? Stop spending money that doesn't need to be spent.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
I mean, there's so many government programs that are duplicitous. Like it's maddening how many things there are going on, and nobody ever is like, hey, we're going to cut our budget. They're always, we need to expand it, and it's just, we need to be done with that. I'm off the horse.
So, I was thinking, I think the mindset that the presidents and stuff like that, the people in the government have, just I'll just spend as much money as I want right now, because when I'm out of office in 5 years, then the next person has to deal with it.
And that's a lot of it. I mean, honestly, that's what you just said. That's a huge part, and part of it too is if I start cutting now, then I can't get reelected. Yeah. Because my person is going to come and run against me, and they're going to say, oh, Josh, he cut all these programs. Look what I can do for you. And I'm just going to say, look, the government can't give you anything they haven't already taken from you. The government only takes from the people and then gives it back. And they act as if that's literally like me going into your room, stealing money out of your pocket.
What?
You know, I take money out of your wallet. So say you have a wallet upstairs, there's $100 in there. I go up there and I take $25 out of your wallet, and then I give you back $5 and I say you're welcome.
Thank you.
Does that make sense at all? Like, you'd be like, hey, how about this? Give me the $25 you took from me back. But instead I give you $5 back and I say you're welcome. Then I keep the other 20 and then I go and I give it to Ralph.
Okay, yeah, that would make me really angry.
Yeah, that's what the government does. I mean, like literally that's what they do. And like there's certain things that they need to do, right? We need to have they're supposed to protect the borders.
Yeah.
We need them as a national defense. But for the most part, they just take from you and they give to somebody else. And here's another thing. Government programs are a form of slavery. And people, they may not like to hear that, but it is, because it's just a different form of slavery. Yeah, we're going there, dude. I went there. Okay. The horse is out of the barn, man.
Okay.
The horse is out of the barn.
Let's go back to the Christmas thing. So, I was thinking, like, if we went...
Iceland. What if we went to Iceland?
Iceland? Okay.
That'd probably be cold.
Grab that globe right there.
Okay. We got Iceland is...
No, bring it over here.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, put the mic up close.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear it wiggling. Okay, so we are here.
Yeah, we're right there, right? Yep, that's where we're at.
Okay, now Iceland is right there.
Yeah, that's where it is. Yep.
And so Greenland, I don't even know Greenland. Oh my gosh, what the?
Yeah, Greenland's like right up by the North Pole.
Okay.
There's a Santa Claus.
Yeah, I actually know the story of Iceland and Greenland. But if we're where's Costa Rica?
Costa Rica is right down here.
Oh, okay. I feel like where's like people in England, if you like say something bad about England, then they'll come for you and they'll like try to hunt you down in America. Yeah,
should we go to England then?
No.
We haven't said anything bad about them, have we?
I don't think so.
Oh, we got an awesome opportunity right now.
Come.
We have a very special guest.
Doc R Haldeman.
I can't believe this is actually happening. This is a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Doc R Haldeman in the house.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not near the end, but we're kind of getting close to the end. But this is great. We are going to ask you a few questions about acupuncture, and brevity's key.
Okay.
What?
Brevity. Good. I love brevity.
So, what are some of the favorite things for you to treat?
Oh boy. Well, I the most rewarding things to treat are difficult cases.
So define a difficult case.
So for instance, a really hard multiple sclerosis cases that I had quite a bit of success with. I'm having quite a bit of success with. That's extremely rewarding.
Can you say that like dumb it down a little bit?
Okay,
no,
so
you can't get much dumber than what she said. There,
multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, it's a disease. It's a really, really hard one. So,
Jonathan, I love you, man.
Yeah, it was very challenging. He was diagnosed. Actually, it was a year ago, October, and it came on hard and fast. He was young, and he went through the Western route through prescription medication, whatever the hospital protocols were, because he had to visit the hospital several times and have tons of steroids and all that kind of stuff. And anyway, that was a huge struggle, but he was in extreme pain. He came to me with feeling like he felt like his teeth were being yanked out constantly in his upper left mouth. Felt like fire was all over his body. His whole half of his body was extremely...
Sounds awesome.
Wait,
yeah.
why do the people give him steroids if he has
it helps to calm. It's multiple sclerosis, so it means many hardenings. Like there's tissues in his body that are hardening.
So they make his body look buff. So he
no,
it's not like muscle building steroids, dude.
It's like if you had like on your brain you have hardening lesions on a spinal cord. There's big sores kind of that make it so you can't function.
All right. So anyway, we can explain medical terminology to John later. Uh-huh. So you've been seeing him for a while.
Yeah. And I was able to get him out of much of his pain. I don't know, I would say probably 80%, 85% recovered from a lot of his pain. All right.
So I know you're a loyal listener. You hear us do your sponsorship, right? And a lot of times we say, go see her for women's health, for mental health, for sleep issues, for constipation, whatever. What are those treatments like? So if I've been listening, I'm a loyal listener to the podcast because we have thousands of listeners.
Yeah. Listens.
We have thousands of listeners. And so I go to you. What should I expect? Like for my first visit, what should I expect? How long am I going to have to see you?
Complete awesomeness.
Oh, okay. So the first visit is about an hour to an hour and 15, 20 minutes long, interviewing for a lot of that time, about 30, 45 minutes of interviewing, then acupuncture at that first appointment. And then usually I'll have the patients come in twice a week for 2 weeks, just because when you have acupuncture, your body will respond, but then yet wants to go back to old patterns quicker. So the more frequent you come at the beginning, then we can, if we need to switch strategies, we will. If we just confirm what we did before, typically a lot of times. And then your body, it's kind of like a bucking bronco. Your symptoms are a bucking bronco, and then where the acupuncture is the lasso to kind of help train your body to get back where it needs to be or to improve if it was never at the good spot in
So
the first place.
your body is like a bucking bronco.
The symptoms are.
And
Yes.
and acupuncture is a whip.
Like if you have a migraine headache and, chronic migraine headaches, the acupuncture is a great place to go have those treated so that they can go away forever.
So no more meds.
Yeah, it's drug free. It is natural.
Yeah.
It's invoking your own body to heal.
All right, so I talked to a lot of people at the gym, and some are like, "Oh yeah, I got dry needling." So, explain the difference between acupuncture and dry needling.
So, dry needling is there's first of all no minimum required training for dry needling. So, the people who do dry needling, physical therapists and stuff, they are very knowledgeable with the anatomy, so it's safe. However, the dry needling is local. It's just in the area of pain. Usually they call it trigger point
So if like
needling.
my shoulder hurts, they just put it in my shoulder.
Yes. The theory behind acupuncture is energetic. So we also do local treatment, but we're trying to find the reason, the root of the problem, the actual cause of the problem. And sometimes it is just a local, like, oh, well, my muscle tore because I tweaked it wrong or whatever. But sometimes like a tendon is dry because you don't have enough moisture in the body, or your body isn't, doing what it needs to do to help provide the resilience of your body tissues. And so anyway, that's what acupuncture does, is it addresses things from a distance, from, I guess, a distal, like, it's just looking at the whole body and trying to fix or support the organ system that causes the symptom, the symptomology, the pathology that causes the problem.
Awesome.
Jonathan just made a pop into the... There you go.
Yeah.
So, all right, last question that I'll ask for this time. Hopefully we'll get you for a full segment. We would really like to have you for a full segment at some point. So, all right, so maybe this isn't a question as much as it's more of a comment, then you can give a comment on it. But so that's probably why, there's been times where you've seen patients and they'll come in with my knee hurts, and then you're putting needles in their hands and feet just because you're like, yeah, there's a reason your knee hurts. It's not just because you're overweight or because you tweaked it, but it's because you got these other issues.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. Jonathan, anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Besides that, you love me.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wait, I love you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Anything else you want to add, Renee?
No.
Give us your last parting thoughts. Other than the multiple sclerosis one you were talking about, give us a rewarding story.
Oh, shoot. A rewarding story. Okay. There was a woman who was an eventer, which that's a person who rides horses and takes them over little jumps and stuff like that.
Bronco. A bucking bronco.
Yeah.
Okay. Something less along those lines. Okay. Maybe. Anyway, so she was in her 50s somewhere, and she all of a sudden started having numbness and loss of strength in her arms and her hands. And of course, when you are riding a horse, you need to hold on to the horse, and it's difficult to do that when you're losing the ability to do so with your arms and hand function. So I interviewed her and tried to figure out what the cause of this issue was. And in my diagnosis, it really felt like it was related to tremendous grief she had. She was 20-something years old and gave birth to a child. There was an accident in the hospital, and they killed the baby. And so she went into a coma and basically just was in shock and was...
The baby went into a coma?
The mother.
The mother did.
The mother died.
My
the
patient.
baby died.
The baby died. The mother went into a coma for a week. She was very young, 20, maybe 19 or something like that. And anyway, after that, it just was very, very difficult for her. She became an alcoholic. It was a big, long journey, and kind of dug herself out of that. Then fast forward to age 50, whatever. And she was in this horse riding, and she just all of a sudden had this this problem with her hands. And so she went to visit the owner of the practice that I work for, and he said, it might be time for you to have a surgery. Like, I don't know what else to do to help you, except for we have a new acupuncturist here. So why don't you go see if she has a different technique than I use, because the owner does acupuncture as well. And so he sent her over to me, and through the interview process, I felt like this was a good start to go treat her for this type of issue. And so that's actually exactly what it was. So I treated her for, it's an emotional trauma, and her hands came back completely. Awesome. Yeah.
Very cool. Very rewarding.
And it wasn't very rewarding, and it was very short, actually. She took very good care of herself otherwise. Like, she was healthy. She ate clean well. Diet, clean diet. Exercised. She wasn't an alcoholic, obviously, anymore. Like, all the good things that she was doing. And so my favorite quote's on the back of my card. It says, 7 parts nurture, 3 parts treatment. So if we really do have a lot of control over our health, and if we do all we can, health, eating, sleeping, pooping, all those things, if we're doing well with as much as we can, there's sometimes just small things that can be easily remedied with acupuncture. So
okay, we're gonna have to schedule you to have you on another time.
Yeah.
And me and Jonathan got a few jokes we got to tell, but
yeah.
Anyway. So thank you, Dr. Haldeman, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're a tough one to schedule.
Yeah. So you better get on quick now.
Yeah, 702-258-7860. That's the office number. Give her a call. And she'll do a phone consult and all that kind of stuff. Earlier today, Jonathan, let's end with this story. So earlier today, you were doing something funny that had me cracking up. I don't know if you remember what that was. So you have a hoverboard.
Oh, yeah.
And you got out a desk chair. So we have hardwood floors in the house. You got out the desk chair, and you were sitting in the desk chair and then zooming around the house, sitting down.
In the hoverboard.
And it was quite funny to see you do that.
Yeah, it was. I have to say, it was pretty awesome. Like, it was tough on my feet, but at least I got to sit down.
Yeah. Last question. Pretend I invite you over for dinner at 5:00.
Yeah.
And then, you say, hey, can we make it 6? I say, okay. And then you don't show up until about 8:00.
What do you say?
Is that okay, or is that not okay?
Not okay.
So at some point you just say, hey, we'll catch you next time, or what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, you say like, hey, we'll catch you next time. But
that may or may not have happened to us right now. We're still waiting on some guests for dinner.
That reminds me of a story. It's like, it's a quick story, but I'm pretty sure you were like in this, and I was like, this guy was taking this girl to prom, and she was upstairs getting ready, and the guy's like sitting down, and there's like some books on a shelf, and he reads like the whole entire dictionary and stuff like that. And did you?
I don't remember the story.
Oh, yeah, but
I remember that commercial. It's for one of those insurance where the guy comes over to pick up his homecoming date, and they're like, look, there's a beautiful stairway. There she is.
There she is, and he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, he's talking about a stairway.
Our daughter, she's already at the dance. She said she'll meet you there. All right, on that note, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Oh, hot take. Do you have a hot take?
Nope.
Here's my hot take. Go see an acupuncturist.
Here's my hot take. Go see an acupuncturist.
Go see Dr. R Haldeman.
Yeah, go see the acupuncturist.
The. So here's a question. Is it cultural misappropriation for a white woman to be practicing Oriental medicine?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think she's honoring the tradition.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Goodbye.